I told you there's a lot of rookie hype coming out of camp. I don't know how to take this stuff, man. I don't want to continue to push it, but like, there's a lot of other people to talk about. And for like, I get sometimes you take turns. But when I went to camp last year with the same coaching staff, it was first team with first team, second team with second team. Like that's still they did things. Now sometimes you may see the first team defense versus like the second team offense and may mismatch like that sometimes like that. But like regardless, the guys within the groups were part of like Amon-Ra St. Brown, always a Jared Goff, first team reps. The same thing with the offensive line, all that good shit. Antoine Green, this is day 4 of practice, training camp. He's already getting first team reps.
How many first team reps?
I don't know. How the fuck would I know that?
I don't know. Where'd you figure this out? What did it say?
Aliens. I don't know. But the fact that it's even happening is enough for me to feel, one, validated, because we had a feeling about that one. It wasn't like we'd have numbers or anything flashy tell you about from the tape and watch him run down the field fast as fuck, 4-4 guy, then grab jump balls. It was like, looks like a guy.
Yeah, it looks like he can do pretty well.
Kind of mind blowing that he was like drafted in the 7th round, but already getting first team reps. But what does that mean for this offense and this team? And I guess Brad Holmes.
I mean, it means that they're looking for that J-Mo replacement in the first 6 games of the year. They're looking for a deep shot guy, whether it be Denzel Mims, whether it be Antoine Green, whether it be whoever. And now that Marvin Jones is on the PUP list, you have to move everybody up. You have to keep moving people up when you're missing J-Mo for the first 6 weeks of the season, and he isn't practicing because of the leg thing he's dealing with. Marvin Jones isn't practicing, so guys get slotted up. I don't think this means Antoine Green's going to be a starting receiver on the Lions team or anything like that, but they just want to see what he has. When you're down a couple guys, you got to put bodies in there, and he's obviously impressing the coaches enough to get some of those snaps.
Yeah, I kind of took it as you made a great point too. That now that Marvin Jones on the PUP list too, with the back injury, maybe I should calm down my expectations because that could point J-Mo. But J-Mo's practicing, but he's out with the leg thing too. So maybe that's like what's forcing these first team reps out of him. Maybe it's not a straight performance thing, but nonetheless, man, Brad Holmes just continues to do it again. When I look at the team replacement or the team role for him, initially watching it, I was thinking more DJ Chark. I think hopefully Mims can end up being the J-Mo replacement up until then, the 4.3 speed. But watching this guy Antoine Green and his highlights from NC, it was jump ball after jump ball. It was just him like just outclassing these guys at the collegiate level with freaking, like, who was the quarterback last year? Drake May?
Yeah.
When I guess he's actually pretty nice. But nonetheless, though, it's still this guy making plays above these kids at this level, showing that he can play at the next level. So the fact that he fell all the way to the 7th, on top of having decent speed, on top of, what is he, 6'2", 6'3"? I guess they get some confirmation on that thing. But, like, I'm not saying he's going to be a dog in this offense, but I just think he's going to play a particular role, one that I was concerned about missing this year when the Detroit Lions didn't re-sign DJ Chark. And I think that means I might have to – I'm going to go back a lot of takes I had over the summer because, like, I know it's a top 7 offense. It's, like, the highest I wanted to go. But if Antoine Green's, like, playing a part already within this system, and then you still have J-Mo being healthy this year, Amon-Ra balling out of his fucking mind. I mean, the 6 touchdowns and 10 snaps, that was so crazy, bro. I didn't even believe it yesterday. Yeah. I called bullshit. And then I looked it up today. I was like, fuck. He had 6 touchdowns on 10 snaps.
10 snaps.
This is Jared Goff's second year within the system. You know, him and Ben Johnson are tight. I guess the only things you're waiting on now at this point is Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta, which we have another topic about another rookie. Sam Laporta again.
Yep.
Making news.
Making noise.
Fucking A.
Yeah, I don't want to put too much stock into this when you have 2 of your top outside receivers not practicing. Guys are going to get bumped up in the rotation. Guys are going to get moved up. And so if you're looking at a 4-receiver set, yeah, Antoine Green is probably in there because you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Josh Reynolds. Who else?
Yeah.
Like Mims.
Khalif Raymond.
Different
roles, though, too.
But yeah. You need outside guys. And that's what he is. He's an outside burner. So hopefully this is more than what I'm putting into it, or more. It carries more weight than what I'm thinking. But I think it's just lack of bodies. Yeah. They gave him some reps to see what he could do.
I guess, maybe it's a mixture of the both. I can't. It's got to mean something. I mean, there's still other guys there. But who was worth the shit,
yes.
I guess, to see.
You're not putting Tom Kennedy on the outside.
Well, I guess
you're not putting Khalif Raymond on the outside. Lasting outside receivers right now, the guys that are practicing, guys that are padded up, well, not padded up, but guys that are out there are Denzel Mims, Josh Reynolds, and Antoine Green.
And I'm looking at his RAS numbers right now too. Antoine Green, 6 foot. He ran a 4.4, 2.6 20 yards 20 yard split, 1.5 10 yard split. I mean, that's just showing your burst. If anything, I guess I'd look at it as like an opportunity for himself. Then, you know what I'm saying? He's not pulling the he might be pulling a Derek Barnes because that wide receiver room, once they are healthy, will be quite challenging to fit into the 6 people they usually keep, or usually roster. But maybe it's a great opportunity for him to showcase what he has, if he is indeed someone who could take the ball deep and be a long-term piece of this team, or at least play a specific role in this team. And I'm not concerned even if he's not, because I know that Ben Johnson will put him in a place where he's going to succeed regardless, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Johnson spoke with the media today too. Did we grab any of that?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
What did we get as a first report?
About Goff.
About Goff?
Yeah, and Amon-Ra.
Well, I'll save that one then. But yeah, I don't know, JB, Chris. What do you make of this? Is it just a product of the receivers being out today?
Yeah, it's just a product of the receivers being out. I mean, Ben Johnson has gone on to say Green has looked good with the reserve team, so he's earned the right to be up there to get some snaps with Goff as well. But I think, he's still just going to make those rookie mistakes. I think this is just a little bit of a flash in the pan, but he could potentially make this roster. I mean, although he is a very late round pick, 7th round, and it's basically 50-50 if they even make the roster. So I don't know. It's kind of a crowded receiver room right there, so you never really know. But I'm hopeful that he'll definitely make the team because he does have the speed for it. So.
Yep. And this is from the article. This is like straight from the DetroitLions.com. First one's talking about Campbell, which we touched on earlier too.
Mm-hmm.
But so Campbell worked in a little bit with the first team defense next to Anzalone at stacked linebacker in some team periods. Also getting some first team reps. Undrafted free agent Starling Thompson. Like if I'm giving you any more reason to buy into the Antoine Green situation, it's the fact that Brad Holmes found you a Malcolm Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Holmes, and maybe even look at the free agent pool too of guys who kind of slept on with the Charles Harrises, with the freaking Sean Elliott's, James Houston's. Like, yeah, the fact he's grabbed you like these people before in the past, Amon-Ra St. Browns. It's Starling Thomas.
He can identify talent, man. He can identify talent. That's not something that has to be in question. We've seen it do him, or we've seen him do it multiple times now throughout his tenure so far in Detroit. And so every pick you got to look at and be like, okay, maybe this guy's got something. Maybe he's something. Maybe he knows more than other people because he's proven that he does so far.
I mean, that's another guy stepping in. Like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna buy into the hype.
Antoine Green.
I'm buying Antoine Green. Bye. And I'm buying Starling Thomas.
You want to do buy or sell tomorrow?
I'm down. This is the second time we've fucking heard this guy's name. This is an undrafted guy. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry for throwing the F-bomb in there for no reason, but like, it's just nice to have this. And I understand the rookies. We haven't seen them in not even a preseason game yet, but like, just for them being a part of the discussion, it means something. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a team that, say what you want about how they started the year, but finished the year pretty strong. So they're a pretty solid team. Mm-hmm. Yes, there's injuries at the wide receiver position. I get that. Actually, there are injuries at the DB position, too, now I'm thinking about it. You got the CJG situation, and Brian Branch is out today, too. So maybe I should calm down and start Thomas. Yeah, Emmanuel Mosley. Thomas probably in there at the nickel spot. I'm assuming that, too, because he's like 5'9". We finally looked him up. I take back everything I just said. But still, I mean, good opportunities for them to showcase what they do have if they are solid. What do you make of Starling Thompson? Thomas.
Again, I think it's just your down bodies right now. Like you said, Brian Branch out, CJGJ out, Emmanuel Mosley out. You got to put guys in. You need people out there. You need bodies. It is what it is. I'm not taking too much into it unless this is the last week of camp. If this is the last week of camp and everybody's healthy and I'm seeing Antoine Green and Starling Thomas get first team reps, then I'll be like, all right. But this is what, day 4?
Yeah.
So, and you're missing 3 players in that secondary. I'm not paying too much attention to it.
And if anybody wants a brief recap on practice today too, on the defensive side, it's both from Tim Twentyman and Mike O'Hara. So it's all about the offense in Tuesday's practice. With that said, that side of the ball clearly having the advantage over the defense throughout all practice. I thought the defense came out and played with a chip on the shoulder Wednesday and were much better. More footballs on the ground, more hands-on footballs, and more quarterbacks having to scramble out of pocket to extend plays to give receivers more time to get open. It was a much better day overall for the defense. That's Tim Twentyman. Straight from her horse's mouth. There, DetroitLions.com. But then again, offensive guys are missing. So like receiver, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
What?
There's still the guys there.
Like, plus there's not even pads on yet, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm buying a little bit of stock, but it's a little bit of stock.
Detroit Supremacy is
It's
mad
$5
at you.
purchase. You mad at me for what?
Not saying his name right.
Starling Thomas?
Yeah.
What, I say Thompson?
No, it's Starling Thomas the 5th. Or Starling Thomas V.
Starling Thomas V. Starling Thomas V.
5th. Is that 5th or is it? Yeah,
Starling
that's
Thomas
5th.
V.
V is the
Starling
5th.
Thomas V. Say it 5 times fast. You
Starling
actually,
Thomas the 5th, Starling Thomas the 5th, Starling Thomas the 5th, Starling
Just
Thomas
Starling
the 5th,
Thomas.
Starling Thomas, Starling Thomas. I just did the other one. Starling Thomas, Starling Thomas, Starling Thomas, Starling Thomas, Starling Thomas.
that's pretty good. JB, what you got?
Starring Thomas. Shit.
You do it.
Red, yellow, leather, red, yellow, leather, red, yellow, leather, red, yellow, leather.
Unique New York, unique New York.
That was not so bad.
Do it.
Red, yellow, leather.
Red, yellow, leather. Ooh, yeah, that's tough.
All right.
Red, yellow, leather.
It's like talking like Chris all the time.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
Just fucking speaking in cursive.
Words are hard.